morning, everybody. So today is a 2-day video. So we first started off the day going to this place called the New Playground. Here's us going inside. And this is what it looks like when you first walk in. It was like a little photo area. And you walk down these like really steep stairs. And it was basically just like a little underground shopping mall. It had like all the trends, I guess you can say, like, and there was a lot of like I would say Asian trend clothing style. I'm not sure what to say really, but it was all really cute. Some of it was really expensive, low-key, but it's okay. And it was just cute. There's all the clothes, and I had to help my uncle find clothes for my cousin. Literally was on FaceTime with him for like a good 3 hours in this store. But thankfully I got all these videos before I called him. And they had everything in this store, from clothes to purses to perfume to shoes to sunglasses and stuff like that. Then afterward, we went to my uncle's house where we ate. And then me and my uncle went out with my mom's aunt. Here's me terrified on a motorcycle, by the way. I've never been on a motorcycle, so here's me on a motorcycle. There's the friend, her name is May May. She was really nice. And riding on a motorcycle at night in Vietnam has to be like a bucket list thing, because this thing was so pretty. It was so lit up. Everybody was just having a great time, and it was so cool. It wasn't hot because, you know, the sun's down. And just passing through all these buildings with all these lights and like being in the middle of downtown Saigon was honestly like I said, it was like a once in a lifetime thing. You like experience it once and you want to do it over and over again. So after riding around for a bit, we saw this like parade thing that they were practicing. Like, this was literally like them practicing. Sorry, I can't talk today, y'all, but this is them practicing. I would describe this as Rio, like the movie Rio, Carnival, but with Asians. Like, it was honestly so cool to just even look at this. Like, their music was so eventful, and it was cool just to see how they practice and how to get ready for events like this. This was sponsored by like a big noodle thing here, like ramen noodles here, I guess you can say. So that's what the whole like parade thing was kind of like about, I guess. But it was so cool. People were dressed up so pretty, and they were dancing, and people were on stilts, and it was honestly a sight to see. Then after watching this for a little while, me and my uncle and May May, we all went to the Gangs. I think that's what this bar/club was called. This bar/club was honestly so cool. Like, I didn't expect this to look like this when you first walked in, because it just looked normal on the outside. Oh, it's called the Central Gangs. And when we first walked in, there was people like talking, making like a joke. Like, it was like a comedy show. Yeah, that's what it's called, a comedy show. And it was just amazing to see where this was going. And also, like, what surprised me the most is that in Vietnam, I knew there wasn't really like age restrictions for everything, but they let the little babies go into the clubs. Like, that was honestly surprising. This is May May's little kid right here, and here's my uncle. We're having a good time dancing and stuff like that. And this is just what the club looks like when it's like in its prime. This is me coming from the bathroom. People are on the tables. There's food everywhere. They give you pitchers of beer and alcohol. And it was just, so many people were around us. These people right here, they were right next to us. And one of them literally fell on me because of how drunk they were. Here's me kind of drinking a bit, but it's okay. There's all the people again just on the tables. People move up to the front afterward and they dance. And like the music, they actually played American music. Like American style club music, I guess you can say, but like it was mostly all EDM music. It wasn't like just club music. Here's us afterward, and I was terrified and I went to sleep. But the next morning we went for a little family massage. So here's us walking up these steep AF stairs, and I did not know where to go, but here I am in the massage room, and they made me change into this like robe kind of thing. I'm not sure. Anyway, after I got my massage, I got a hair wash and I got my face wash, and it made me feel really refreshing. And then they gave me this like dessert thing afterward. I had no idea what that was. I did not eat it, and my hair felt really, really smooth after we washed it. And then it started to rain, and it made me feel really sad. So this is us on our way back home to my uncle's house, and it was just pouring rain. I mean, as of like recording me speaking right now, it's also pouring rain because it's rainy season right now in Vietnam. It's pouring rain out of nowhere, and this is like one of the we're going to this mall now. It's one of the biggest malls in like Vietnam, and they had to put these nets up because 2 people like committed suicide here. And they had this cool like touchscreen thing where you can see like where everything was. And I got me some stuff. I got some lashes. I saw this like there was like escalators everywhere, and I saw this little plate thing. It was cool. There's the nets again, so people don't kill themselves. This thing had 7 stories. There's me in the dressing room of one of the stores, and I loved how like you couldn't see anything. There was like no gap except for the very bottom, and it was just so roomy and it was so clean. Here's the thing I was trying on. I don't know if I like it. I still don't know if I like it. This was recorded like a few days ago, and I don't know. Lately, I wear a lot of skirts here, and I don't know. It felt so stiff, but I did get some stuff for my friends and some family stuff. And afterward, I met up with my family, and we ate at this Loteria, I think it's called. They had like chicken wings, spaghetti, rice, burgers, chicken burgers, mozzarella sticks. It was really good. That's what the menu looks like in Vietnam, if you ever was wondering. Here's me and all the kids. We were eating. There's just me and the kids. And here's me and my cheesecake. And this pool was honestly so good. I'm so glad I got this on camera. This thing went so far. Everybody was so surprised. And it could keep going, but my arms weren't long enough. So, yeah. It was better than like any Chili's pool I really ever had. I mean, it was just not as thick as a Chili's cheese pool. And then we saw like this little zoo thing. They had little mini pigs, which are like my favorite animal, and little chickens. And yeah, I put the kids to bed afterward, and we went to sleep. Good night. Bye.